So, hello traders, and welcome to our Gold Rush Daily. This is where we get to look at the gold analysis of the day. Just a quick preview of yesterday. Yesterday we were a bit bullish. The price was creating series of higher highs and higher lows. This is what transpired yesterday. So yesterday I was looking as the price pushed up, I was looking this retracement to come to this level. So that's why I was aiming at some buys here. But as you can see, even to today, the price has not, even today, the price has not reached to that particular level. Okay. So, let me delete this. So the price has not reached to that particular level, all right? But instead, when we saw the price push up again after this retracement, it created another BOS. So I was waiting for the price to come to this order block, and as you can see, the price came here and delivered a good 100 solid 100 pips. But the bad thing is that I was not able to take this setup. I was not able to take that setup because I was in a webinar. I think it occurred around 3:30 p.m. when I was doing another webinar. But when I teach this is maybe probably for you to be able to mark these levels and maybe probably being in a point to act by yourself mostly. Don't really so much rely on me, because why am I doing this analysis is for you to mark the zones, and then now you can be able to trigger the price with confidence. All right, take those setups with confidence. So personally, I missed the setup. If you took the setup, well and good, 100 pips locked in. Okay. So then around this particular point, when the price pushed up again, then I was looking at the price coming to this level for some buys. I actually called out for these buys at this particular point, okay? But I also mentioned about taking closing at entry. All right, I mentioned about closing at entry. So the reason why I talked about closing at entry, it's because let me show you. It's because this is it here. Because number one, there was some news that came in. One of the Fed panelists, or one of the Fed committee member, talked about a 50 basis point cut in September. Sounds panicky, all right? So the markets, of course, had to react. But also, as the price, we didn't see much volatility anyway because of those news, but I was anticipating the market to react. But now here you can see I mentioned about close the trade at BE entry. I'm closing at entry as well because no volatility. Guys, when you have to look at with ICT, you have to look at time and price theory. So at this point here, you see the market, there was not much volatility, right? There was not much volatility here. And we closed our trades at break even. Okay, we closed our trades at break even. You can see mine here showing closing at break even. This one shows you it was at break even, so 0.14 dollars. So we closed at break even. Okay, so I don't preach water and take wine. All right, I do what I tell you to do is what I do. And you can see it was a bit risky because now we saw even the price retracing all the way down, and now hitting the stop loss. All right, and now hitting the stop loss. So now when we look at this piece of price action, let's maybe probably even look at what the daily time frame is doing. So when you look at the daily time frame, so before we go to the daily time frame, let me come back here and maybe monitor some few things. But I can use this other one here to check the daily time frame because I don't want really to delete my setups. So when you look at the daily time frame, you see how the price is doing here on the daily time frame. All right, you see the kind of price action that we have on the daily time frame. So we are seeing candlesticks that are pushing up, but still we are not seeing that momentum. All right, we are not seeing we are seeing a bit of rejection of wicks from the upper direction. So this shows that price is likely to do what? To push on the downside. There is more pressure in terms of selling. There is more selling pressure that is coming in with this kind of candlesticks because they are very small candlesticks. And previously we had a very big sell candlestick here, right? So this insinuates that we might maybe probably be able to see some more bearish bearish prices. So we go to our chart, then we look at the 4 hour time frame. Actually, let's look at the daily, the 1 hour time frame. So in the 1 hour time frame, we had talked about price coming to this level and selling. So what you can see, this is the last buy candle. So from the 1 hour time frame, it respected the order block, right? The 1 hour order block, and the reason why we are seeing a sell. And when you look at this, that was a bit high risk, 67 pips. I don't take that kind of a setup. The reason why I was minimizing maybe to some point there, so that we can have so that I can have my 50 pips stop loss. Okay. So that was a bit perfect. Okay. That was a bit perfect. But now the price didn't reach this level. Okay. Didn't reach that level. But again, during this hour, it's the midnight hour. So I'm not really actively trading during that time. So I couldn't even take that particular setup anyway. Okay. Because of the time. Remember, here we are guided by the time and price theory. So what I'm looking at today, the price has already taken out these BOS. Okay, so let's push these aside. Okay, the price has already taken out, it was already given us a BOS here. Sorry about that. So we already seen a BOS there, right? So then this is our order block from the 15 minutes time frame. This is our order block here. So let's see the pip value here is 34 pips. So here can take a conservative, all right, a conservative sell entry. Why conservative? Because when you come to the 5 minutes time frame, you can also be able to reduce the risk here on the 5 minutes time frame. You can be able to reduce that risk and work with the 5 minutes order block. But as long as the 15 minutes order block is giving us not more than 50 pips, because that is 34 pips, so you can still take the trades from the 15 minutes order block. But now here we still have another order block that has not been tested. So we have two order blocks almost at the same time, because if you measure the risk from here to this one, it's about 50 pips. So what I say is this: if maybe probably I use a 0.02, so for this setup here I can use a 0.01, because there are chances that the price might come to this all the way down here and now take activate these and activate both of them and go up. So what I can do is I have my 50 pips stop loss here and a very small lot. In case it is hit, then I'll be looking at some buys here now with my normal lot size. Okay, so this is the setup that we are looking at. So we can have it like that. For buys, you can have it like that. That is the entry. So we are looking at 50 pips. So the profit, if this is 53, the profit should be 63.496. The stop loss should be 68, 48.496. Okay. So that is the setup that I'm looking at. Okay. So then here we can have also another one in case this one is hit stop loss as the price comes to activate this. Then we can have maybe probably another position at around that particular point. Also here now you do that is the entry price. So the TP should be 58.229. The stop loss should be 43.229, right? Like that. Sorry, like that. So those are the kind of setups I'll be looking at today. All right, I'll be looking at those today. But now, in case we see the price break below this, then we might continue now with the bearish trend. Remember, we are not yet off the hook to claim that we from that is from the higher time frame. We are not yet off the hook. So we might be able to see maybe probably some more bearish prices. Okay, so that's what I'll be looking at. Again, in case the price comes here, because now this order block was activated from the 1 hour time frame, so I'll be cautious to monitor So if I'll be selling here, maybe it's again very conservative, meaning when I talk about conservative, meaning that I lower my risk as much as possible, because now it will depend on the price action that the price will do here. So if we don't see the price, maybe probably create a BOS here, take the previous lows and close below. Actually, this is the range from here to here. So if we don't see the price, maybe probably take out that range, that close below this particular point, then it means you might be able to see some bullishness in the markets, all right? And as you can see, some bullishness are coming in right now, right? Some bullishness are coming in right now in the market. So the market is pushing higher. So let's see how high it can push. But in case of anything, just note those setups. You're going to sell here, make sure that you sell conservatively, not aggressively, because the market can push. If it hasn't broken above this level, it can continue being bullish. So, but in case it breaks above this point, right? In case it breaks above this level, then remember we also have another point here that you can be able to refine and take that particular trade. Okay, you can be able to refine this point here and take that particular setup. All right. So that's what we have. That's what we have there. So that's what we have. That's what I'll be looking at gold today. Also remember when we come to the 4 time frame, we had talked about in case the price closes below this particular level. As you can see, we haven't yet seen a close below that point. So what we have is a taking of liquidities here. Then now the price are pushing higher, so I might anticipate it to come to this level before now we see a push on the downside. But in case we have a body closure above this below this particular level, then again it might push down to fill the imbalances. We have some buys here, all right? We'll be able to refine that once the price gets to that particular point. So the key things that you need to note today. We have some very high impact news. That is the PPI, core PPI, and unemployment claims for the dollar. So we might, these might, will definitely affect the markets, all right? So they are projecting an increase of core PPI and also an increase in PPI. So if the actual is more than the forecast, it means that a strong dollar, and therefore you might see gold now getting that momentum to drop, all right? So that's what we'll be monitoring today. So in case of anything, I'll be able to alert via Discord, but also make sure you mark the levels well, so that maybe probably if I'm not around, you can be able to execute. Because again, it's quite a busy day today. I have some um, um, the indices masterclass part 2 that I'll be doing today in the afternoon at 3, and also some personal meetings here and there. So, but I'll try to notify in case I get of any opportunity. So with that, guys, thank you so much. All I can say is stay disciplined, stay focused, and always trade with purpose.